Unity inside. Unity outside. Unity inside. Unity outside. All right.
The Short Corridor Collective greets you with a firm embrace of love and solidarity. No matter how often the Department of Corrections repeats the lie that solitary confinement is not used in California, our decades of existence in these concrete tombs, isolated and alone, will stand as a testament to the truth. We need our legislative leaders to take a moral and political stand for human rights and let the Department of Corrections know that torture will not be tolerated here.
We would not even be having these hearings today if it were not for the effort of the prisoners in these hunger strikes, but yet they are being disciplined for their efforts.
I'm not particularly thrilled with the process of solitary confinement. I'd like to hear what the CDCR has to say in regard to the justification for it.
If an inmate believes that they are wrongly validated, they have a process that they go through. And that process is through the 602 grievance process for the inmates.
There's this joke in CDC. It's called 602 it. And it's usually perpetrated by the guards. So if something happens that's unjust, the guards just say, 602 it. It's a joke.
My son once wrote me and said, I have no doubt this place was designed with the sole intention of driving men mad or to suicide. He said, I know because I'm living it. And as a mother, it's a daily struggle to hold on to hope. When you realize that CDC has went on for decades to defend their policies.
The first day of the last hunger strike in July of 2013, there were 30,000 people who knew the truth and refused. Shit.
I know.
All right.
Who refused to take food.
The conditions of the SHU? Okay, look. So the SHU is torture, okay? The SHU is a torture chamber. Okay, it doesn't serve. When I walked into California's torture chamber, I was a whole human being. And when I left there, I was deeply fractured. I've been with my partner for over 7 years, and it took 5 years before she could touch me without it hurting my skin.
I know at the core that man is good and everybody is worthy of redemption. I was a life prisoner. I am now the Executive Director of Legal Services for Prisoners with Children, and I have experienced solitary confinement.
I read a few days ago that Pelican Bay SHU is now allowed cake with icing and cinnamon buns. I haven't been fighting this fight for my brother and human rights for the past 2 years for my brother to receive a cupcake.
I have a son that he just went into the SHU. They gave him a 3-year sentence, and it seems like he's like breaking down.
I was going to ask CDC to stay so they can hear our feelings. CDC is not only stealing our life, but they even steal the color of life.
My oldest son did 20 years in Pelican Bay in the SHU. My grandson is currently incarcerated in the SHU.
I want to thank you for giving us hope, because most of the time we don't have any. My husband has been in Pelican Bay SHU for 19 years.
My brother is housed in the security housing unit.
I have a son who is in the SHU. He has been in the SHU for 16 years. My son has never committed a violent crime in his life.
My son is in Tehachapi in solitary confinement.
My son is in a high desert prison, and taken me almost 11 hours to drive over there.
My brother has been in Pelican Bay for 23 years in the SHU, in solitary confinement for 23 years, and I don't know how long more he can take it. He is at the end of his rope.
The guys in Pelican Bay have showed us an example that we should follow in terms of recognizing each other's humanity.